Okay, 1 second, guys. Sure, this is recording. Yep. Hey guys, it's Renee Gamer, and I am back with another video. And we are going to go ahead and continue on with Rise and Fall, Chapter 3 of Book of Ezra. So, let's go ahead and go straight into it. Alright, let's see, we're back. Looks like we're back in the palace, fully in the front part of the palace, at least in our little rest area. The last rays of golden daylight filter into the salon as as the Countess, Asra, and I take a moment to gather ourselves. While Asra pours hot tea into her untouched cup, Nadia is deep in thought, her brow knit with lingering pain. So, my nightmares are true after all. Lucio is back, and he has gained some kind of power. Her eyes slide to the doors, the walls. She lifts her cup to her lips and takes a long drag. He said we would see everything he had gained soon. It'll probably be at the masquerade. Or he's lying. He doesn't seem to able to change his shape. At least not yet. But he knows how to hide. I imagine he won't come out again until his transformation is complete. Chill passes over the parlor. Nadia sets down her cup and rubs her temples. It will be difficult to navigate this situation. We will need to avoid panic. Yes, and we don't know who we can trust precisely. Some would call me naive simply for trusting you. She fixes Ezra with an inscrutable look from beneath her hand. Her breast knock and Porta strolls into the room. Nadia clears her throat. For the time being, I send both of you in my invitation to stay as guests. You are, of course, welcome to leave. But if something demands my attention, please do not hesitate to find me. Your room is all ready. Azur, I'll take you there. I'm not staying with Renee. You're in the room next to her. She won't be far. I also have goodies for each of you. Yes. I thought I might provide you both something. More festive to wear. I'm sure you pick well. I've always put together. You always put together my best looks. The best looks. Is that so? And a mad smile steals across the Countess' lips and pours whiskers out of the parlor. Azure is only on the other side of the wall, but when we are apart, we part ways. The wave of the uncertainty sweeps over me. I realize it's coming from Porta. She chews her lower lip as she helps me into my beautiful, complicated clothes. She bites back her question, but curiosity burns bright in her eyes, and and the tension brings sweat to the back of my neck. So, how was the blessing? All blessed up in there? I never heard of something a ghost bringing in all their favorite things. Even if I wanted to, I knew better then. To speak openly with her is frustrating, knowing not being able to speak. I can only speak with a non-communal gesture while she lingers on the fascinations of my garments. Okay. I want to ask, you mentioned are so mysterious. Wow, the tailors outdid themselves on this one. You look ravishing. I feel ravishing. The elegant embroidery lining my collar and sleeves is reminiscent of my own clothing. But the colors are so deep, the fabric so smooth and fine, they may as well be from another world. They sway like water in my movements. When Portia opens the door, she bows at the waist for me to pass. A lady is in her ballroom with someone very important guest. Do you dance? Dance? I'm not I'm not a terrible dancer. I do it often enough with Ezra. He sees I was a natural in the past, but who knows? Maybe I was bad enough. Maybe I was bad and forgot all about it. I'm conscious of my stride, my posture as we make our way down the hall. When I enter the ballroom, I spy Nadia surrounded by three magnificent strangers. One notices me before they have even turned around to see me arrive. Their amber gaze is so piercing as an angle. Is this Ezra? This is Renee. The apprentice, her energy is so developed and so beautiful. Whatever planet with resplendent aura. We have heard a great many good things about you, Renee. I am Nazmira, fifth princess of Pakara. This is Nahara, the fourth princess in Navarra, the third princesses. There is undoubtedly some way I am supposed to act, and I don't know the protocol. My body language and half-formed words communicate with that well enough. Protocol is a dance for those who know the steps. Think not of it. Indeed, please do not make yourself behave strangely on our behalf. Will your teacher be joining us? Oh, would that be him now? Who would I roll around and at the last minute spot the figure that just emerged at the top of the grand staircase? Oh, Ezra looks amazing. I swear to God, he looks so amazing. Ezra is descending the staircase radiant in his dazzling costume. The sight of him takes my breath away. That's how I am right now. Even though he's a character. He strides shyly past the princesses, but when he catches sight of me, his face splits in a bright smile. Renee, wow, I didn't even recognize you at first. I was thinking the same thing. He looks like a whole new person. Let me see what happens. So damn thing is sunsetty. I want him to wear familiar clothes. Of course you don't. You don't take well to change. But you look beautiful. You mean the outfit, or do I not usually look beautiful? You do. You always look beautiful. Especially when you roll your eyes like that. No lie, I just rolled my eyes like on everything I love. So, preparations for the masquerade are reaching the final finishing stages. This room remains, so it's soon it will be transformed, wall to wall, with the most dizzying revelry. Have you been dancing, Renee? Owning your steps? Not enough. I send a look at Asra that he returns with a flustered smile. Princess Nevera clicks her tongue. Dance is spontaneity. Dance is the body taking control back from the mind. There are no steps. Renee, Asra, if you would like to take the floor, we shall see to the music. While Nevera sweeps the other princesses up in her enthusiasm, Asra and I wander onto the sprawling dance floor. But my throat getting dry. Cause this is like so much. We've been so wrapped up in things that I neglected the most important thing of all. Spending time with you. This is our first masquerade together. For you, right? It's going to be a memorable one. And as the music begins to swell, he takes my hands and guides them to his hips. When I dig my thumbs into his waist for a purchase, he grins. Don't worry about the fancy footwear. Do what feels natural. I'll follow. I take a step forward and he takes steps back. In a flash, I'm spinning and he's catching me by my hand, watching me with his eyes, soft eyes aflame. He didn't look at me like this before, or did he? That thought makes my heart jump. What? He pulls Oh my god, this is just gonna be a video of me laughing when this music playing. He pulls us together, holding my hands high as he watches my feet and mirrors to my steps. And all the time we spent together, you never looked at me this way. You mean I'd never been caught? I cross under his arms, twisting to his chest and eyeing him over my shoulder. How long? Who knows? By the time I noticed, I was deep into deep. Renee, how long do you think we've known each other? Whew, it's starting to get juicy. How long have we known each other? I've not to think about it, but if I was to guess, 5 years? As there says longer. Oh, you guys gonna have to read that because I like this is different. This is completely different. It's blowing my mind. But I also can't remember 4 years ago, much less 5. My memory only stretches back to the last 3. He dissed me as I am looking up into his face, the halo of his hair catching every shimmer of candlelight. 8 years? Longer? He spins. He sends me spinning to the end of his arm, but catches me, winding me back into a closer embrace. Even with everything going on around us, when we're together, we connected so easily my body knows exactly what to do. I start to think about the possibility that we were in love. The look on his face and the thrill of my pulse make me feel as if I know the answer. The tempo changes, blinking as if out of a dream. Asra casts a curious look to the princess. Sis, Princess Nahara is singing. Narisma is playing a string instrument, and Navera is dancing as well. They they harmonize perfectly. The glimmer in Nadia's eye betrays her amusement as she accompanies on the pipe organ nearby. When she bats her lashes, Asra snickers and pulls me closer to hide his face in my shoulder. I haven't felt carefree like this in forever. Everything is perfect. I never want to let you out of my arms again. A sign flutters out of me as my heart thrums to the slow beats and his hands rest on my hips. Get about. I guess I gotta say my feet hurt. That's messed up. Oh, your poor feet. You should rest. Ezra kisses my hands as I slink away, pull off my shoes and join the princesses where they all sit. Nadia abandons the organ. You looked as though you were having a very deep conversation out there. We were. Nothing too serious, I hope. I don't know how to answer that. I concentrate on letting the heat in my body drop, letting my breath return to normal. As it slides up behind me moments later, lingering close as if he wishes to pull me back in his arms. Like, to be first in love again, like he had to. Oh, I know he had to have let that like sit for a while because the whole concept of me, like not knowing anything and not knowing that we were in love and he was in love with me and that he was staring always from a distance. He always looked at me like I was a snack. Like he just wanted to do something that he shouldn't have done with me. Poor Ezra. What raw intimacy, what passion, what a dance. Where are we? Where are we? Surely I am returning from a secret world between the two of you. Indeed, that was quite enchanting to watch you move seamlessly together. It was like water. I am thoroughly embarrassed as there is no better, but he can't restrain a smile from spreading across his flushed face. I wish they would allow me to grasp onto him somehow. You both look rather warm, so we go out onto the veranda. Yes, the owls are cooing, the moon is shining, the night is young. The princesses return their instruments as we exit the ballroom, as their palms at the small of my back is warm and calm. And welcome. Oh, what a lovely night. Your garden is blooming beautifully, Didi. Yes, in 3 days' time, this will be one of the safe havens to escape from the rivalry. Ah, I thought you had come to appreciate the rapturous delights of the revel, rivalry, Didi. It was a surprise to receive your invitations. You never like parties. Oh, but the masquerade is a Inversor is another animal. The people of the city live for it. Is that so? Do you live for it, Renee? I don't remember a single masquerade. The moment I start to sweat, Ezra steps in. As a matter of fact, the masquerade is where Renee and I met. We did. My gaze swings over to Ezra as he gives me a reassuring look, or a guilty one. I was doing splendors for a loose change and selling masks that I made with my friend Meryl, but he always stayed home, so I explored alone. I needed money. I happened to be telling fortunes behind a certain magic shop. It was your aunt's at the time. We had only just met when the streets were flooded with the sounds of flutes and pounding feet. There was a visitor. You were crowded. You were crowded in my booth, and together we caught just a glimpse of the visitor, Nadia Satraviara, the seventh princess of Parka. That was the day you arrived, Countess. 9 years ago. 9 years. I do my absolute best not to gawk at Ezra in astonishment. 9 years? 9. Has it really been so long? And how much has changed? You seem somewhat changed yourself, Didi. Yes, we've been meaning to ask you something personal, but we do not wish to embarrass you. Whatever you have to say to me, you can say in front of my magicians. Fine. We have all been talking, and we are concerned about this execution you have planned. We understand the justifications, of course, but is there no no system of legal trial in Versa? As a matter of fact, there is not. One of the many failed institutions I plan to remedy. But let me assure you, this man is not the one to spare. The people want him dead. They want him dead. Their hunger for revenge is carnivorous, at least. His face drops. She looks off. Her face drops. She looks off into the garden, chewing the nail of her thumb. That is what I have been told by my courtiers. And you trust them? You courtiers? Do I? Just then Volta and Valgura burst in from the hall, spatting the red grime and gunpowder. Countess, wonderful news! The decimation is a smashing success. I'll have them all destroyed by the sentiment night. The decimation? Nothing you need to worry, sister. Well done, you two. Do you retrieve any live specimen? I am afraid there are no remains to crunch upon. I mean, speak of love, Countess. A flash of red scurries out of a girl's sleeve before they crush it, lightning fast, eyes bulging. I see. Well, I suppose this is wonderful news. Perhaps the pieces are beginning to fall into place. Is that Chandra? Nadia glances up just in time to swoop the pearlescent owl to see the pearl owl swoop in, beating her wings rapidly. She refuses to perch. Instead, she shrieks the great instant before she takes flight toward the center of the garden. What did she say? There seems to be someone by the fountain. The Countess hesitates only a moment before she signals the guard lining the walls. They snap to attention. All of us take off at once into the garden below. Guards clamor at our heels. A circling raven gives a rueful cry overhead. Asra is silent beside me, his eyes focused on something I can't see. As we rush through the maze, we reach the center. A tall figure is kneeling there at the edge of the water, back turned, hands over their dripping face. As guards start to round all four corners of the clearing, the intruder rises slowly and makes no move to run. Forgive me, princesses. I thought I might try and freshen up before I asked for an audience. Dr. DeVoe, I was not expecting you. Then you won't be expecting this. He turns, coat swinging around his shoulders, and his cold eye locks on Asra. I come to accept my punishment. When can I say the guilt was eating me alive? But that's not all. I come to lay bare the secret I have only just revealed for myself. I was not acting alone. Asra, you manipulator, you secret keeper, you wheeler, you and dealer, you were my partner in crime. Deny it, I dare you. All eyes fall on Asra, and he looks to the disciplined spectacularly rendered speechless. Overhead, the raven clouds ruefully circling the moon in wide eyes up and down, up and down. Okay. Well, that was the end of that. Well, let's see if Ezra is really his partner in crime in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. I would like you guys to continue to watch, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if these are actually cool. Let me know if it's actually what you like. If you want to see something else, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys. Have a nice day, night, whatever time zone you in. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Whatever time zone you in. And I'm out.